Hi. Welcome to another MMD tutorial. This is a part 2 to my video where I show you how to rig and weight your MMD model. Please go check out that video if you'd like to know how to weight your model. I've left a link in the description. This tutorial will cover how to make bones from scratch to use as the rig for your model. Again, go check out part 1 if you'd like to rig the easy way and use my pre-made rig instead. We will be making all the bones from scratch, and everything you need will be in the description. You'll need a model that doesn't have bones, PMX editor, and a list of all the Japanese bone names. I will be doing a tutorial in the future for how to smooth the weights when you weight your model. I have also made a tutorial on how to test your model with MMD motions using PMX editor. Links are in the description for everything mentioned here. Please let me know what other tutorials you'd like from me. Let's get started. To start, load your model in PMX editor. Like for part 1, I will be using this model from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind. Specifically the PS2 game. This model has been ripped by my friend Winner's project and will be converted by me to be used with MMD. When I've finished converting this model, it will be up for download. Again, link in the description. So load your model in PMX editor. As you can see, there are no bones. You can go to this bone tab here to see if there are any bones. Every model that has been exported to the .pmx format will have at least one bone. My model here has the mother bone. This bone is the parent for the entire rig and allows you to move the model freely. To create a mother bone, go to Edit, Bone, Add Parent, and PMX Editor will automatically make it for you. To keep things simple for this tutorial, we will be making the torso bones next. I also recommend you pull up this list of Japanese MMD bone names so you can easily copy and paste the Japanese names. Link in the description. This is the list of bone names I use. To create a new bone, right-click this white box and click Add to End. It should create a new bone. This bone will be the lower torso bone, so copy and paste the lower torso bone name into this box. You can also add the English name by clicking this box and typing in the English name. Make 2 more bones to create the 2 upper torso bones. Name them as I have shown here. All bones except the mother bone have a parent. The parent bone needs to be higher in the list than the bone it is parenting. So for the torso bones, the second upper torso bone is parent ed to the upper torso bone. We will leave the parents for the upper torso bone and lower backbone for now, since we haven't created their parent bones yet. Now you can either make all the bones, set them up, then move them into place on your model, or you can create the bone and move them on the model one at a time. For this tutorial, I will be setting up the bones and moving them all at the end. Next, let's make the groove, center, and pelvis bones. If you are familiar with the semi-standard bones plugin, then you know that plugin makes these bones for you. I like to make them manually because if I use the plugin to create them, I have to redo the parent bones for the legs. Go ahead and create 3 more bones using the same method as before. Let's rename them. This one will be the groove bone. This one will be the center bone. And this one will be the pelvis bone. These bones need to be movable bones. To make a bone movable, click this button here labeled MVN. Do this for all 3 of these bones. Highlight these 3 bones and move them above the torso bones using the arrow down here. You can also use this arrow to move selected bones down, and these buttons to quickly move all selected bones to the top and to the bottom of the bone list. All bones we create from now on must be under the mother bone. The order of bones here must be the center, groove, then the pelvis bone. Now to set up parents. The center bone's parent is the mother bone. So type the number 0 in this box to set the parent. The number in this box corresponds to the number of the bone seen here. The name of the bone also appears here. The parent for the groove bone is the center bone, so put in the number for the center bone here. The parent for the pelvis bone is the groove bone, so repeat the step again. The parent bone for both the lower backbone and upper backbone is the pelvis bone. So let's change it. Now we need to use our new knowledge to create all the arm, leg, finger, neck and head bones. We will make IK bones at the end. Let's do the leg bones next. Each leg has 4 main bones. Create 4 more new bones and label them accordingly. This bone here is the thigh or leg bone. This bone is the knee bone and this bone is the ankle bone. This is how I rig leg bones, so this bone is the toe bone but it has the EX here. The EX is for motions that require this bone. In this hierarchy, the EX parent is the ankle, the ankle's parent is the knee and the knee's parent is the leg bone. So let's give them the proper parents. The leg's parent is the lower backbone. This character here determines if the bones are for the left or for the right. For this example, I have chosen the left leg bones. The right bone character looks like this. Here is a time lapse of me repeating the steps to set up the right leg bones. Now that we have both the left leg and right leg bones, let's make the head and neck bones. To do this, create 2 more bones and label them as so. The neck bone needs to be higher than the head bone. The neck's parent is the upper body 2 bone and the head bone's parent is the neck bone. Now for the arms. The arms have 4 bones each. Create 4 more bones and label them as so. This bone is the shoulder, this bone is the arm, this bone is the elbow and this bone is for the wrist. For this example, I have again made only the left arm bones. The steps are the same for the right arm bones. The shoulder bone's parent is the upper body 2 bone, the arm's parent is the shoulder bone, the elbow's parent is the arm bone and the wrist bone's parent is the elbow bone. Here is a time lapse of me repeating the steps to set up the right arm bones. Now for the fingers. Again, the steps are the same for the right hand's fingers. I will only walk you through me doing the left hand's fingers. Each finger has 3 bones. Every finger except the thumb have the same naming convention. The thumb has a 0, 1 and 2 instead of it going 1, 2 and 3 at the end of their bone names. But they are all set up the same. The finger bones with a 1 or a 0 at the end of their name have the parent of the wrist bone. Any finger bone that has a 2 at the end of their name is parentate to their respective bone that has a 1 in the end. Any finger bone with a 3 at the end of the name is parentate to their respective bone that has a 2 at the end. For the thumb bone with a 1 at the end of the name is parentate to the thumb bone with the 0 at the end of its name. The thumb bone with the 2 at the end of the name is parentate to the thumb bone with the 1 at the end of the name. Most of the time the bones have the parent in the bone above them in the hierarchy. Also, sorry, when I say parentate I mean parent. That is just how this text-to-speech voice says words that end in ed. Now that we have all the basic bones set up with their parents, I will now move them all into place. It is obvious where each bone belongs on the model, so here is a time-lapse of me putting the bones in the correct places. To move the bones, select the B button here and highlight the bone you want to move either from this list or by highlighting it here in the main window. Next we need to connect the bones together and make the leg IK bones. To connect a bone to another bone, click on the bone you want to link and put in the desired bones number into this box. As you can see on the model, the bone has connected to this other bone. You don't have to connect bones as long as the parents are all correct. I do suggest connecting the bones though, since it helps to see the bones better. I will now go ahead and connect all the bones that need connecting. Feel free to pause the time lapse and follow along to see what bones need connecting to which bones. We can now finally make the leg IK bones. I learnt this from another tutorial on YouTube, but I don't think that tutorial is available anymore. Anyway, to make the leg IK bones, go to the ankle bone and right-click. Click Add Duplicate, and a bone should appear underneath it. Next, rename this bone to the ankle bone but with the IK symbols at the end of the name. Just copy and paste the one in the bones list, since MMD motions will not recognize it as an IK bone unless you use the Japanese font for the names. To turn this bone into an IK bone, click the MVN button to make it movable and click the IK button to turn it into an IK bone. It should turn red here. Then make the parent bone the mother bone. You don't need to worry about connecting this IK bone to anything for now. Now we need to put in the information over here. The target is the ankle bone and the loop is the number 40. 40 is the recommended number, but you can mess around with the number to suit your model better. Highlight the leg and the knee bones, right-click, and click Copy Index. Go to this box here and click Copy from Index. The two bones should now appear in this box. Lastly, let's set up the toe IK bone. Create an IK bone like before, but instead of duplicating the ankle bone, duplicate this toe EX bone. Move the duplicate above the original and rename it to just the toe bone. Then make a duplicate of this new toe bone and turn it into an IK bone. The parent for this IK is the previous IK we just made or the ankle IK. The target is the toe bone we just made and the loop is the number 3. Again, the number 3 is recommended, but you can change it if you still have problems with your model's legs once you weight it. Now go to the ankle bone, right-click and click Copy Index. Then paste from Index in this box here. For this ankle bone you don't need to change any of these settings. And here it is, your very own rig you made from scratch. If you would like the model to move with your newly created bones, you can learn how in part 1 of this tutorial. I recommend watching that video first before doing this last step. The last step is to use the semi-standard bones plugin to create all the extra arm bones and leg bones we missed. To use the plugin, go to Edit, Plugin, User, Semi-Standard Bones plugin. This box should appear. Make sure everything is checked and click this button to add them. Make sure to say yes when it asks you if you are sure. Thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial helped in some way. All links will be in the description. If you have any questions and thoughts, please leave them in the comments and I will try to help you the best I can. More tutorials are on the way, so hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications if you'd like to be notified when the next tutorial drops. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you. See you again soon.